The main story of the issue begins in deep space where an outrider, a scout tasked with a singular goal, returns with the news of the planet Al-Gulo. The planet had been previously conquered by the outrider's master. While an envoy is sent to the planet asking for tribute, the outrider is recommissioned to find another planet to conquer. Initially reluctant to bow to the envoy's wishes, the ruler of the planet acquiesces when he is shown his hero has been beaten. The envoy returns to their master with the planet's tribute, disembodied heads, and their master, Thanos, is very pleased. The short preview ends with Thanos Outrider searching for a hidden object on Earth. One can presume Earth has been marked next for Thanos' galactic conquest.
So this free comic book day issue really seems to set up the next event, Infinity, and I'm actually really looking forward to it now. Now that I know it's Thanos and going to be kind of like the entire Marvel Universe.
I like that it's written by Hickman. I really like his writing, and it's going to be complicated just like everything he does. And you're right, Thanos is going to be involved, and we've been seeing a lot more of Thanos just in Marvel in general. Thanos Rising came out recently, and
we saw a little bit of him also in New Avengers. There's a brief cameo with him in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. So, it's time for him to make a comeback.
And his comeback seems to be all about just conquest again, not just, betting death or anything like that. He just seems to be going around and taking over planets and worlds.
And he seems to be looking for something. We're not sure entirely what it is yet, but
the mention of Infinity in the title seems to lead towards the Infinity Gems. It's something he's looked for before, and we do know that the gems were last used on Earth, obviously.
I also kind of like how in this Free Comic Day issue, he destroys a world and he asks for a tribute, and the tribute is just a bunch of heads, which will decompose into skulls, and like the throne area he was sitting on was just filled with skulls. So it was like his kingdom almost was built on skulls, built on death.
Exactly. And what's interesting about that is that the throne he's sitting on actually seems kind of reminiscent of his throne or his appearance in the Avengers movie at the very end, post-credits.
Right, so I think Marvel's trying to do a better job of tying all their comics to the movies. That way, maybe fans who start watching Marvel in the movies will pick up comics as well. But I guess we'll have to wait and see if it directly ties or ties at all.
There could be another connection to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which will be coming out later as well, because we see Drax the Destroyer in this second part of the Free Comic Book Day issue. And it's an older issue where Drax is fighting Thanos for the last flower in the world.
I think it does a good job of explaining who Drax is. It's like his purpose in life is to kill Thanos so he can avenge his wife and daughter.
Drax, though, seems pretty lame in this specific issue. I mean, I think he's a pretty cool guy. In Guardians of the Galaxy, you're going to always see him just kicking ass. He's Drax the Destroyer. But in this issue, he didn't come across as that awesome. Hopefully, he's going to be involved in Infinity as well, because I really like him.
I'm almost certain he will. I think Guardians of the Galaxy have to play a crucial role in it. Another important detail I think we could take away is the cover of this issue. Heavily featured all these Marvel Now images. We saw Uncanny Avengers. We saw Captain Universe from Hickman's Avengers. Ex Nihilo from his Avengers. So if that all is going to tie in, I think that'd be really cool.
It will be, because it'll help connect all the different Marvel Now storylines. And after Age of Ultron, where we're really not sure what's going on, this one maybe will connect all the other series like Age of Ultron really isn't right now.
Speaking of Age of Ultron, and I guess just events in general, how do you think Infinity will compare to some of the other ones we've seen, like AVX?
Well, this is going to be shorter. I believe it's only going to be about 5 issues. And AVX, as we know, was pretty long. Age of Ultron is pretty long. At the same time, or around the same time, DC is going to be doing their Trinity War. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to that a little bit more.
I think it's really hard to say. But what I do like about Infinity is Jonathan Hickman's just going to be writing the whole thing. I really like it when it's just one author writing the entire event. That way it kind of has more of the same tone, more of the same feel, rather than just splitting it up between writers.
That's true. That was one of the problems with AVX, in my opinion.
I mean, AVX was still good, but it still would have been nice to have one consistent voice.
So as a grade for Infinity, what would you give it?
I'm going to give this issue a 3 out of 5. It really piqued my interest, and I don't think it was a bad issue, but at the same time it was basically an advertisement. I don't know if we can expect too much from a Free Comic Book Day comic.
Yeah, I give it a 3 out of 5 as well for pretty much those same reasons. It was a good issue, but, you know, it was just supposed to be a teaser, and it did that.
So thanks for watching B3 Comics review of Free Comic Book Day Infinity by Marvel. Before we go, though, we got a question for you guys.
What do you think Thanos wants with Earth?
Leave your answer below in the comments, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.